Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Head and this is my informative speech number 1 and my topic is egoism. When thinking of your worst enemy, you might think it is the bully that you had in middle school, or the coworker you're competing against, or simply someone that picks on you. But I stumbled upon a quote that really opened my eyes by Rusty Eric. Your ego is your soul's worst enemy. During my research, I stumbled upon a lot of definitions of egoism, and they were all very similar. Egoism is very prominent in today's age. It is undercovered. It is a hidden mindset that almost everyone has. And I believe if we learn more about it, we could unravel a lot about ourselves and learn how other people think. My first topic is the definition. The definition of egoism is the view that people ought to pursue their own self-interests in front of anyone else's. We don't have any obligation to help or pursue anyone before ourselves. That is from What is Ethical Egoism? A term that I found while my research was altruism. Altruism is the exact opposite of egoism. It is the act of selflessness, and putting everyone else's needs above your own. An example of this is doing charity work, or on a Saturday helping the homeless shelter. Just you giving, but not receiving anything in return. Next, where egoism originated. Egoism frequently is associated with early Greek hedonists that pursue pleasure and avoid pain. That is from learningtogive.org. Many philosophers have interpreted egoism into their work. Bernard Mandeville in 1714 wrote a poem called Fable of the Bees. After reading this poem, I took that we are the best judges of what we desire and what we gravitate towards. A transcript that I took from the quote is, gratification of their own vain and insatiable desires is led by an invisible hand, which I thought was very interesting. Lastly, examples. In the Stanford Encyclopedia, I took an example that they demonstrated. It was about a soldier jumping on a grenade to save his fellow soldiers. But it was egotistic because in his mind, he thought he couldn't bear to live with himself if he didn't. That is a form of egoism. There's many different ways to look at different situations, and it really opened my eyes about how at any point, at any time, someone could have an alternative motive. My second example is playing on a sports team. I've played on a sports team my whole life, and I'm sure some of my classmates could say the same, and I could point out something that was egotistic or was a form of egoism on a sports team if a player was all about themselves instead of the team. In conclusion, egoism is when you put your needs in front of everyone else's needs. It has been around for many, many years, almost since the beginning of time, and not always is it the bully that is your worst enemy. Thank you.